Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Strong and Steady class. My name is Jen. Thanks for joining me. All right, I'm standing here at Coco. I've got my Goldilocks variety of dumbbells and my folding chair. Let's start with our warm-ups as we extend our arms out from our sides and move them in small circles, gradually getting larger, focusing on relaxing through your neck and tops of shoulders, opening through your chest. Just stay with that sensation as we go in this direction. Lengthen and lengthen through your chest. And breathe deeply. Now slow your arms down and we'll go the other direction. And now I want you to think about your shoulder blades rising and falling, rising and falling. And just think about that movement as we go in this direction. Good, and bring them down to your sides and you're totally fatigued. All right, now let's take some big back strokes. Inhaling and exhaling, opening, moving through the shoulder blades. Good, okay, let's go with the other side now. Backstroking the right arm, opening through the chest, feel your shoulder blade going in and out. Nicely done. Okay, now we're going to place our hands on our hips and we will hinge. So our elbows are reaching back just a little bit, enough to feel your lat engagement, but don't let your low back arch or your rib cage flare. Okay, so zip the rib cage. Inhale as you hinge forward and exhale as you press through your heels to rise up. Good. Hopefully you're starting to feel warmth and loose in your hamstrings and glutes, maintaining your neutral spine. Now let's turn that into a squat, extending your arms out in front, softening your knees, sending belly back or hips back, but then lowering your tailbone. Weight should be in your heels. Legs should be comfortably distanced apart. Pelvis should neither be flaring nor excessively tucking. It should be neutral. All right, nicely done. Hopefully you're warm now. Okay, so today's workout is going to be sort of a pyramid style, but we're going to add in more and more movements into this pyramid. We have 7 movements, and each thing we're going to do for 30 seconds. So we're going to start with a single dumbbell. All right, we're going to hold on to it by its ears. And we're going to do an alternating split stance. Okay, so if I weren't holding onto the dumbbell, just my legs, I'm starting with neutral and I'm going to step back and together. Okay, so from the side, as I step back, I'm reaching back into my split stance, right? So we're comfortable in a stationary position in our split, but now we're going to move, right? So up and back, up and back. Always focusing on that front heel to contract through your hamstrings and glutes and come together. Now, with the dumbbell, here's what we're going to do. As we step away, we're going to raise and down and raise and down. You got it? Okay. So for 30 seconds, ready, steady, and go. And you don't have to raise it even above parallel. We're just working through our chest, trying to stay on balance. Focusing on your heel. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we get 15 seconds off. Now we're going to do a split stance, row to kickback. So we're going to add that in. I'm going to demo it and then we'll set the dumbbell down. So split stance, row to kickback, 2 arms. Okay, you got it? All right, set that single dumbbell down. We just need one because we're going to go back to our alternating split stance and then add in the row to kickback. Ready, steady, and go for 30. Good. And not so fast that you can't focus on your muscle movement. You're going to get into your chest on its own virtue, but focus on heel and heel, heel. Good. Now reach for that dumbbell. Now we have 2. Split stance, hinge forward, ready, row to kick back and down. Elbows draw to rib cage, arms extend. And now we're stable in our split stance. And we want to maintain a neutral back. So don't round and curve. Last one, and go. Okay, good. Okay, the next movement is back to a single dumbbell. So we're gonna change our split stance and do a torso twist. So ballerina arms, torso twist. Nice and slow, not wrenching, releasing our low back. Okay, not wrenching, but releasing as we twist. Okay, single dumbbell. All right, front raise, alternating split stance. Ready, go. Good. Breathing into a strong core. All right, one more, and we're reaching for that extra dumbbell. All right, split stance, row to kickback, and row to kickback. Good. Good. Center over your heel. Make sure your knee is tracking with your big toe. 5 more seconds. And then we're in single dumbbell torso twists. Good. Okay, slowly lower one dumbbell to the ground. Let's change our split stance. Okay, you ready? Rounded arms. Exhale, twist. Return and twist. Twist and twist. This dumbbell really adds a lot of extra tension. So be mindful. We're releasing the tension in our low back as we twist. Twist. All right, lower the dumbbell, draw your feet together. Nicely done. Okay, round 4. Sorry, I'm right in the middle of a class. Another 45 minutes. Okay, yep, okay. All right, next exercise, we're gonna do squat thrusters. So we'll have the dumbbells on our shoulders and we'll squat and press to the ceiling. So make sure you choose a weight that you can press, okay? All right, now back to the top, dumbbell alternating split stance with a front raise. All right, you're gonna get all these combo movement names down and then I'll change the names of them and then no one will remember. Okay, ready? Step back and raise. And raise. Good. Stability, stability, right? We're moving and we're sending this weight away from our center of gravity, but we're strong. Our shoulders and hips are staying pointed forward. Good. Exhale, exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Second dumbbell, please. All right. Split stance, hinge, ready? Row to kick back. Good. Strong and stable. Make sure that front knee is gently bent. We want strong in that glute there. Row and kick back. Okay, single dumbbell down. Change your split stance now. I'm moving my left foot forward. Ballerina arms with the dumbbell. Ready? Torso twist and twist. Exhale. You'll find that one direction is easier than the other because of where your pelvis is, which leg is in front and which leg is in back. That's very normal. All right, let's reach for our dumbbells. All right, squat thrusters, dumbbells at your shoulders. Inhale, sink, and press. Now, if you find that you just can't press comfortably, that's okay. Just stay with the squats. Or you can go no dumbbells. That's also totally appropriate. And done. All right, lower those dumbbells with control. Good. Okay. Now, number 5, as we continue to grow. All right, we'll have those 2 dumbbells from our squat thrusters, and we'll do a bicep curl to a press out. Bicep curl, press out. So this is my suitcase carry, palms in, right? So technically this is my hammer curl, and I'm gonna extend palms out and down, okay? Now again, as we extend palms out, no thrust, right? Stay neutral, so use that belly strength. Okay, enough rest time. Single dumbbell, alternating split stance with the front raise. Ready, steady, and go. And I raise as I step back. So it's swinging away from me. It's a bit more challenging. Exhale as you step back. Exhale. Exhale, use that to activate your belly. Three, 2, and 1. Second dumbbell, please. Okay, split stance, row to kickback. Ready, and go. Good, pull from the elbows, extend. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Excellent. Switch your feet now, torso twist. So single dumbbell. Exhale and twist and twist. So don't necessarily think about twisting your arms, right? It's a torso twist. So how much is your sternum twisting? Twist and twist. Good, okay. Now let's reach for that second dumbbell. Squat thrusters on your shoulders, ready, steady, go. Squat and thrust, squat and thrust. And I like that name, squat thruster. It always makes me think of a spaceship, you know, and it's thrusters. And so that's what I try to imagine, what's coming out of my hamstrings, thrust, right? I'm not driving out of my quads. I'm pressing from my hamstrings. Last one. And lower with control, right into bicep curl press outs. Good. This is a mean one, no rest there, unless you need it. and press. Curl and press. Good. And press. And dumbbells down. Okay, so from that, we add in a dumbbell RDL. So again, that one's gonna be a nice transition. You'll have dumbbells at your sides after you do that press out, and then we'll just hinge. Okay, focusing on keeping your back strong so we don't round, and then pressing your heels to the ground, okay? All right, hopefully that was enough time for y'all to get a little rest and a little water. All right, you ready? Okay, single dumbbell. And coming down is gonna be much faster because you'll all know these. Okay, ready? Split stance, front raise, go. Remember, we have row to kick back coming up. In 10. In 5. In 1. Okay, reach for that second dumbbell, please. Split stance, hinge, and row to kick back. Good, 10 more seconds. Good, set the dumbbell down, switch your stance, torso twist, twist, and twist. And obviously you can do this torso twist without a dumbbell. But focusing on wringing out like a towel, the movement of your sternum as you twist. We're kind of trapping our pelvis in our split stance. Last one. All right, feet come together. Reaching for the second dumbbell as you desire. Ready? And squat and thrust. Good. Good. Almost there, guys. Last one. All right, then bicep curl to press out. Curl and press. Good. Slow your tempo if you need to. Exhale, strong belly. Stable torso. Good. Nice job, everyone. Last one. Dumbbell at your side and hinge. Press your heels to the ground. Hinge and heels. Try and keep a pencil squeezed between your shoulder blades. Last one. All right, nicely done. Okay, now our last exercise is a lateral lunge to a shoulder raise. And I've been describing it this way. And someone said to me, well, isn't that just like a skater? Well, yeah, it is kind of like a skater. So here's what we're going to do. So we're actually going to treat it more like a skater. Okay, so we're going to step behind and shoulder raise, behind and shoulder raise. So no dumbbells. We're just working on raising the dead weight of our arms with our shoulders. Okay, and we're going to get into our glutes. Yes, you can go here, but you can also just do a skater. And we're going to get some glute work in both cases. So whatever is more comfortable with you. in a true lateral lunge to shoulder raise or a skater to shoulder raise. Okay, at the top. And then things get easier. This is our last round, and then we just start knocking stuff off. Okay, ready. Split stance, single dumbbell, and go. Front raise and step. And then we go to split stance, row to kickback. All right, reach for that second dumbbell. Find your split stance. Row to kickback. Row and kick. Row and kick. Good. And then we have torso twists after this in 5, 3, and 1. Okay, set your dumbbells or single dumbbell down, switch your split, and twist, twist. Exhale. Good. I hope we're all feeling really comfortable and stable in our split stances. Okay, feet together, reach for that second dumbbell. Squat thrusters, ready, go. Squat and thrust, squat and thrust. Good. Okay, lower the dumbbells, curl the press out. Good. Use that exhale as you press away. Last one. Dumbbells at your side and hinge and raise. Squeezing the pencil between your shoulder blades. Hinge. Send your fanny out. Your knees should be softly bent. There you go. Hinge and raise. Hinge. Good. One more. Excellent. Now dumbbells down. Lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Ready? Or curtsy lunge. Curtsy and raise. Curtsy. Good. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, nicely done. Now we're going to turn it on its head and we're going to go backwards and we're going to drop off something at the end each time. Okay. So we're going to start with the lateral lunge to shoulder raise and then go into dumbbell RDLs. So I'll talk you through it. But we're also going to start whittling down the time, okay? So we went for 30 to 35 seconds with each. We're gonna try and work more solidly because we know every single one of them. But because I'm taking out transitions, I'm gonna shorten our time. So we're gonna work for 20 seconds with each movement, okay? All right, so starting with that lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Ready? Go. So I'm gonna do lateral lunge to shoulder raise. And then we'll have dumbbell RDLs. Good, now reach for the dumbbells. All right, ready. Shoulder blades pinched, hinge, and press through the heels. Keep the belly button in, exhale as you rise. All right, last one. Bicep curl to press out. Ten more seconds, and then we have squat thrusters. Last one. All right, stack it on your shoulders and squat and thrust. Good. Good. Torso twists are next. Okay, single dumbbell or no dumbbells, whatever you prefer. Torso twists and go and twist. All right, reach for that second dumbbell, row to kickback, and then we're done with this round. Hinge and row to kickback. Good, long breaths. Last rep. And done. Okay, nicely done. So we finished our split stance to front raise. Now we just finished our row to kickback. So now we're gonna do our last round of torso twists, okay? All right, so back to our lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Ready, steady. I'll give you 3 and 2 and 1. Lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Good. All right, reach for your dumbbells, RDLs, stand tall, hinge, and up. Torso is strong. We're not articulating, we're staying solid. Five more seconds, fanning out, shoulders down. Last one, and then curl to press out. Good, 5 more seconds, and then we have squat thrusters on your shoulders and squat and thrust. Good. Good, last one right here, and torso twist. Last time for torso twist, split stance, twist and twist. Exhale. And time. Woo! All right, nicely done. Okay, now we have 4 movements. So really, if you're counting, that's 2 minutes, then 90 seconds, then 60 seconds, and then 30 seconds. So we're almost done. Okay, so lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Nice cleansing breath. Okay, arms are at your side. Let's go. Lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Lunge to raise. Perfect. Reach for your dumbbells. We're going to hinge now, weighted. Okay. Inhale and press. Good. Nicely done. 5 seconds. Keep their shoulder blades pinned together. All right, curl to press out. Soften your knees. If your low back's starting to bother and you feel it there, just do the bicep curl. Last one. Then on your shoulders and squat. I guess it was less than 2 minutes because I'm only doing 20 seconds. See, even better news. Blow. Last one. Exhale and thrust. Okay. So this next one's only a minute. 20 seconds. Lateral lunge, RDLs, and then curl to press out. Okay, you ready? Lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Good. Last one, perfect. Reach for your dumbbells. Stand tall. Inhale, hinge, and press through the heels. Good. As we press through the heels, we're thinking hamstrings and glutes, right? Neutral spine. And curl to press out. Keep it slow as you exhale and extend. You want to sink into your belly and stabilize your pelvis. Last one, and press, and down. Okay. All right, lateral lunge to shoulder raise, dumbbell RDLs, and then we'll back in that right into our lateral lunge to shoulder press, and we're done. So in just about a minute. Okay. Cleansing breaths, core engaging breaths. Ready, steady. Let's lateral lunge, and raise. Stay soft through the chest. Pull the weight of your arms from your shoulders. Open the hips. Good. Reach for the dumbbells. RDLs. Shoulders are back. Zip the ribs and melt and press. Melt and press. Keep the back neutral. Inhale and press. Inhale and press. Last one. Good. Dumbbells down. Last round of lateral lunge to shoulder raise. Ready? And go. Lateral and raise. Lateral and raise. Or curtsy and raise. Both of those are great. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, nicely done. Get some water and we're going to make our way down to the ground. Okay, I'm going to use my chair for good position. So planting my hand, lowering my inside knee into my half kneel, full kneel, and I'm going to walk my way into my space on the mat. One hip down, arm down, lowering to my elbow, and using that top hand to slowly lower myself to the ground with control. Okay, now I know I got here quickly. If you're still getting a drink, that's fine. I'm going to take just a moment here to settle my brain and let all that tension that I just kind of created intentionally in my head and my body just calm down a minute. Imagine that it's just flowing off your body down into your ground, into your mat. Find your good breath work. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. Now, as you exhale out your mouth, visualize your transverse flattening towards your spine like an air mattress being sucked out by a vacuum. Good. Now, on your next exhale, use that breath. Pull from your pelvic floor. Pull from your transverse rib cage and right oblique to draw the right leg up in a chair and hold it there. Now, we're going to lower that right heel with control, lengthening from that right oblique. And exhale as you draw it back up. You can palpate that oblique to make sure. Okay, you want to visualize the emptying out as your transverse as it sinks. As you continue this work, you want to use your transverse to stabilize your low back. I want you to be very aware here if you feel lopsided. Remember, unilateral work is really good for isolating and strengthening the core. So I'm not going to put my hands by my ears for now. I'm just focusing on raising and lowering, but sinking deeply into my transverse every time to make sure my low back feels safe and protected on both sides. All right, now I'm going to leave my left leg down. My hands are still at my side. I'm going to switch to my, right leg down. I'm going to switch to my left leg. So inhale through the chest. Exhale into your setup and then contract with the left oblique. Pull it up into chair and then slowly lower it to tap the heel, sinking your transverse. Exhale, draw it back up. Continue this work. It is on its face not particularly challenging. We've done much harder things, but I would like you to focus a lot on how evenly you're wrapping. If you can think about your low back and bifurcate it right down the spine and say, okay, left side feels stable, right side feels stable. Okay, now lower that leg to the ground with control. Whew. I'm hoping you were able to wrap your head around that question, right? Because we want to be sure as we're doing this work that we're doing it evenly, that we're capturing both sides, left and right on either side of our spinal column. So that transverse has to sink evenly. So visualize it sinking evenly and flat and wrapping evenly around your spine. Okay, now let's bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees drift open wide and relax. Now, instead of palms behind our ears, we're going to extend our fingers toward the ceiling. Okay, so they're right over my chest and my palms are facing each other. And as I inhale here, I'm going to just kind of reset my shoulder blades, feeling wide into the mat. As I inhale, I'm going to lengthen through my lats and allow my arms to start drifting back toward my ears. So they're reaching the wall behind me. But I don't want my shoulder blades to slide around. I want to keep the weight of my arms in my lats. So I can really only go right about here. They're still in my peripheral vision. And I'm going to exhale and contract through my lats and draw my arms down. Okay, I'm going to raise them back over my chest. They're going to drift back down toward my ears, but I'm holding on to the weight of them in my lats. And exhale and draw them back. Repeat that one more time, wrapping your head totally around the work of your lats. Neck stays soft, contract and draw them down. One more time. Okay, now with their legs in this position, it's almost like they don't exist or we're hyper aware of our activation with them. We're going to try and do our exercise of rounding and rolling through our vertebrae with our hands extended to the ceiling instead of behind our ears. Okay, so as your hands are extended toward the ceiling, take a breath into your body setup. As you inhale, allow your arms to drift back behind you. Begin pulling them forward and exhale as you reach across toward the opposite window and you roll your head towards your chest and begin peeling your spine off the ground. And then allow yourself to roll your spine back down. Arms are over your chest again. We're inhaling as they drift back behind. Biceps approaching our ears, but we're still hanging onto the weight of the arms in our lats. So they shouldn't be hiking up. Exhale as you draw them back over the chest, reaching for the opposite door or wall, and head peels off. And you're now rounding and sinking in the belly as you reach and roll back down. Let's try that one more time. Inhale as the lats lengthen, letting the hands fall back overhead. And then exhale as you begin drawing them. Exhale deeply as your pinkies reach for that opposite wall, peeling head off the ground, staying out of your neck and shoulders. And then rolling back down. Okay, I know this was a lot for your hips to be in that open frog position. So let's go ahead and bring our knees together, pointed toward the ceiling. Whew. All right, now we're going to try that work again with our palms at our ears, and we're going to keep our feet on the ground in stargazer position, but I want you to lengthen them out a little bit further than what your normal stargazer would be, but make sure the soles of your feet are flat on the ground. So no, we are not doing sit-ups and we are not doing crunches. We're merely working on articulating, rounding our spine up off the ground. But now our elbows are going to be in our rear view mirror and we're going to tug on our lats just a little bit differently. And let's see how high we can round up. So inhale through the chest. As you exhale into your body setup, the head floats off the ground. The elbows are contracting and pulling toward that opposite window. Pause and hold. Feel your back into the mat and then round and return to the ground. Okay, so find that connection from your lats drawing down towards your hips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Float the head. Chin to chest. Low back into the mat as you round and hold. Gaze down at your low belly. It should be sinking deeply. And then return. Last one, inhale through the nose, out through the mouth as you float, contracting through the lats, pulling towards your hips, belly sinks, rectus abdominis pulls. And then lower yourself back to the ground with control. Nicely done. Okay, now let's extend our arms out from our sides. They're teed out. Now you're going to turn your right palm down so it's facing the ground and left palm is up. Breathe into your body setup. Inhale and exhale. And now let's float the arms just an inch off the ground as they're teed out. And as we exhale, we're going to begin twisting them like you're turning a doorknob, but twist all the way up into your shoulder. Twist the doorknob, twist, back and forth, twist, twist, and twist, twist, and twist. Hopefully you're feeling this stretch all the way up. So it's not just happening in your wrist, but it's happening in your bones all the way up. Your muscles are twisting your bones all the way into your shoulder joint. 2 and 1. Okay, lower your arms back down to the mat. One at a time or together, draw your knees to your chest and let them fall off to the side. Relaxing as much as you can, trying to find that nice stretch in your low back. Good, now roll your pelvis back to the mat. Draw your knees to your chest again, and then let them lower to the ground on the other side. Allow yourself to release your inner thighs, your low back, opening through your chest. Hopefully that opposite shoulder blade is able to relax and melt into the mat. Excellent. Now roll over onto your side. Press your torso up off the mat. And good class today, guys. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next Tuesday. I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye now.